Welcome to Reread, where I'm rereading through the expanded universe in chronological order. Folks, we are on issues 7 through 12 of the Clone Wars comic book series by Dark Horse. It only went 12 issues, thank goodness. Or as 3 people would say, thank the maker. Number 7, there's 2 little story plots here, 3 issue plots. The first one is not that bad. It's 7, 8, and 9. Basically, Plo Koon and Kit Fisto are on a frozen planet, frozen world, of course, fighting the Separatists here. There's some walrus-looking people. Major Ozzel is in it, and he is a coward, an adult, and an idiot, just like he is in the Empire. But this is his rise to Admiral. At the end of this, the mission will be a success with no thanks to Ozzel, but he takes credit for it, and Chancellor Palpatine promotes him to the rank of Admiral at the end. There is a hilarious ongoing gag through this trilogy of comic books where Plo Koon is getting teased by Kit Fisto about his age. And they don't overdo it. They sprinkle the jokes in there. At the end, Plo Koon finally says his age, but it's in his alien years. They don't know how many years that actually would be. But they sprinkle the jokes in here and there. They don't lay it on too thick. It's just the right amount of humor, and it helps the series move along. They encounter Ventress, who is going to be kind of the foil for the Jedi here. She fights with them and then causes an avalanche, thinks she's buried them alive, and then moves on in classic villain fashion, right? Oh, that must have killed them, haha, and then run away. There also is, obviously the person who wrote this loves Dune, because there are these fuzzy giant worms that can burrow through the snow of this frozen planet, and people travel by riding the worms. And they're like, oh, we're supposed to ride on top of them? And they open their mouth, and all the worms open their mouths. He goes, no, we ride inside them. And the 2 Jedi look at each other. Anyway, so they do get spit out by these little fuzzy worms. It's the fastest way to travel through the planet. And then they defeat Ventress, complete their mission, yada, yada, yada. It's not a bad story. I read this a while back when it was really cold in the house, and would not recommend that because I was feeling cold just reading about and seeing all the snow in this little storyline. The next storyline, 10, 11, and 12, happens with when Anakin and Obi-Wan go to this planet who is supplying stuff to the Separatists. Now, they're neutral in the war, but they're still trying to make a profit. And the Republic's about to put a blockade on the planet, saying, you need to stop helping them. I know you're not officially them and it's just business, but no, you need to stop supplying our enemies or we're going to blockade you. So Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon were on a mission there a long time ago. Obi-Wan thinks he can talk to them. He brings Anakin along because the storyline wants Anakin in it. There's no purpose for him to be in it. And then he comes in there. Well, he befriends the king of the planet's son, Tophin, because he likes pod racers too. And so they race a pod together. And they're pretty evenly balanced because Tophin was going to be a Jedi once. Well, he had Force abilities, but he didn't get into the Jedi because I believe Dooku was a friend of the family, and he erased Tophin's record so that he wouldn't have to be a Jedi. He could stay with the family. And Dooku was a sincere friend with the family, with this royal family, the Viscount and Viscountess, for years. And that's why Dooku is also invited to dinner. And of course, Obi-Wan and Anakin aren't happy. Dooku's playing the role of diplomat here. And of course, things kind of break down where they go, okay, we're going to blockade you anyway. The king gets in this big ship and goes, hey, look, you're going to have to destroy me then, because I'm not going to let you blockade my planet. Well, then someone opens fire on the ship that the king's on, blows it up, and then all heck breaks loose as now the homeworld is actively fighting the Republic there. And they, of course, join the Separatists immediately. The son and daughter, swear allegiance to the Separatists. How dare the Republic do this? In the next issue, though, Obi-Wan's going to find out that it was Ventress who had sabotaged the king's ship, and no one fired on his ship. It just went off on its own, which you kind of knew would happen anyway, but they think Anakin shot. So Anakin is the big bad guy, even though Obi-Wan is an old friend of the family. Not anymore. They can't be friends anymore is what the Queen says when Obi-Wan gives her the evidence She goes, okay, I'll look at this later, but you're not welcome here anymore, Obi-Wan. And in the meantime, Dooku is wooing, I believe her name is Eleanor, the former queen, the widow, and he proposes to her, so she's going to get married. Her son has basically picked up the separatist cause, and I guess this happens over the next few weeks. The issues do. He has done so many successful runs against both Jedi and the Republic because he's such an awesome pilot, and their ships are really well, they're really well built, that he starts becoming a hero of the Confederacy. And so everyone's, looking up to him, and he's producing more ships, and he's all about this war. In fact, his newborn baby and wife he hasn't even seen yet because he's been in battle so long, and his mother worries about him. Now, toward the end, of course, they all find out that it was Dooku all along who staged the death, and Tophin will die, doing what he believes in, but at the end kind of making peace with everything, making peace with Anakin, and saying, avenge my father's death, because, he knows Dooku was the one who killed his father. Eleanor tells Dooku to get off the planet, never to come back. Dooku, is all silent, then kind of walks away. And at the end, of course, the Jedi win, but back in the deep, dark layer of the Legion of Doom, I mean Darth Sidious, he is happy that, everything's worked out, because now that planet will stay, neutral forever and won't interfere with their plans when they eventually turn against the Jedi, which is what they wanted. They wanted that planet to be jilted on both sides and just give up on the galaxy as a whole, so they wouldn't become a threat. So that I get the ploy there. And then Darth Sidious senses something in Count Dooku. Feelings? Oh, please, Dooku, you don't need those petty desires. You will be getting everything you desire once we control the galaxy together. And as he goes away, it just shows Dooku in the shadows contemplating. He really did love Eleanor and love the family, and he did mean a lot of the things he said in the comic book. And I like that side of Dooku being shown. He can't be just all evil all the time. He has to have some good qualities left in him, because he was we keep hearing he was such a revered Jedi, but yet nothing we've seen has shown us he's that revered. I mean, yeah, he's with the dark side now, and he manipulates, and I get that, but he was good at one time. And there's a little bit of feeling left in him, was really good. It's too bad no one else gave us that type of side to Dooku, because I really think he would have been a great character to kind of go into as he's struggling with an internal struggle of what he's going through. Now, again, it's been a while since I've reread all the other stories upcoming about Dooku. Maybe someone else did that too, and if so, I can't wait to read it. But this was the first instance reading in chronological order that I've seen so far, and I liked it. All right, folks, that's it for now. See you next time.